Okay, so I've been watching some of these videos posted by Christians and creationists, and also by atheists and evolutionists, and I thought I'd throw my 2 cents out there for what it's worth. I don't know too much about philosophy or anthropology or religion. I'm not a scientist or a theologian. I'm no expert. Okay, I don't pretend to have all the answers because I don't. But I do have questions. And in my own search for meaning and purpose and relevance, I've come across some answers that make sense to me. I've considered different worldviews that try to make sense of life and the universe, and I've come to some personal conclusions that make sense to me and seem to offer what I consider to be a reasonable explanation for many of the questions I have about life and human existence. So again, I don't have all the answers. There are a lot of mysteries that simply cannot be explained, things we simply cannot comprehend, things that are beyond the ability of our finite minds to grasp. But I believe we can know some things. And one of the conclusions that I've come to is that I believe there can only be one truth. Okay, two opposing or contradictory views can't both be right. So we have to choose what we believe to be true and what we believe to be false based on the evidence as we perceive it, on our own experience, our own interpretation of the limited information we have available to us, recognizing the fact that there are some things that we will never fully understand. And then this other idea of something being true for me but not necessarily true for you doesn't work with me, because that would mean that nothing is really true because it's all just relative to your own perception and experience. I think there has to be an absolute reality. For example, things exist. Okay, that's an absolute truth that I think most people can agree on. We're here, we exist. That is a belief. And the way I look at it, you have to believe in something. And whatever you believe, you do so by faith, okay? Faith in the scientific method, faith in your own ability to reason, faith in divine revelation. But whatever you choose to believe in, it's because you personally consider the evidence to be worthy of your faith. So we have reason, we have intellect, and we have faith, and the ability to exercise these things to try to understand ourselves and each other and the world around us and the universe and whatever else there may be. And all we can do is try, to understand based on the limited information that we have and our own limited ability to interpret it. And this brings me to another conclusion. It is precisely because of these limitations, because I cannot know all the answers, it makes sense to me to then defer to something greater than myself. Call it a higher power, a supreme being, a supernatural God. That makes sense to me. That explains, at least to my own satisfaction, my own existence and that of everything else. I mean, life and creation didn't just happen. It is in fact an effect of a greater cause, part of a plan designed by a God who set everything in motion. And I might even have a purpose in that plan. But I say, if you're going to believe in something, why not believe in something that offers hope, that provides a sense of purpose and gives meaning to your existence? In my opinion, humanism and atheism don't really offer me much hope or sense of purpose, And some might say I'm delusional, that believing in an invisible God, is just offering a false hope. And whatever you want to say, I know it to be real, and the alternative is no hope at all. So I believe there's got to be a God. To me, that is a reasonable and logical and obvious conclusion that explains all of the questions unanswered and unanswerable by naturalism. Okay, now I don't claim to understand God. He is the greatest of all mysteries beyond my comprehension. I mean, he's God. It's like a microbe trying to comprehend anything outside of its own little world. That's us, limited to knowing only what we can observe in our own little microcosmic universe. But God is bigger than the universe and exists beyond space and time because he's God. And you can't put him in a box or under a microscope. He is beyond us, But it's still a comfort and a reassurance to me to believe in a sovereign, supreme, pre-existent, all-powerful being who not only created me, but sustains my life and provides for my needs because he actually cares about me. I believe that God is real and that a God like that deserves my total respect and awe and fear and is worth my total attention and every effort to know him because he's the reason that I exist. He's God. I'll share a little more in another segment. But thanks for watching.